Excited to visit with another comic who will be joining us at Sno Jam Comedy Festival next weekend, and we've got a local comic joining us, Koerner. Koerner, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks for talking to me.
Absolutely. Excited to have you on the program, and I've had a chance to see you many times, and you're a funny guy. And this is not your first time at Sno Jam either, is it? Have you been to this before?
So it will be my first time performing in Sno Jam.
Okay.
I was involved as a volunteer in 2020, and then 2022, 2021 it was all online. So
yeah,
I wasn't able to submit or anything that year. But no,
and then
this will be the first year I've been doing
it. First official. Nice. Well, I'm excited to have you there, and it's a fun time. If you've been involved in it, because I was going to say, I know I've seen you at the thing in the past, so if you've been involved in it, you know it's a lot of fun. And for folks that are listening that maybe haven't had a chance, I encourage you to get your tickets January 19th, 20th, and 21st, Sno Jam Comedy Festival. I'll tell you how to get the tickets here in a bit. But Koerner, tell me a little bit about what your comedy style is like for people who have not had a chance to see you.
Oh, boy, that's a great question. I'm not entirely sure how to describe it.
I would say it's very smart. I think you've got some very smart comedy. I like that.
Yes, thank you. I'm very inspired by Futurama and Community in specific, so it's
no, I love that.
It's definitely more of a writing style than a performing style necessarily. But I guess if I were to try to put a word to it, I'd say kind of Skulls and Roses in a way. Little bit morbid, little bit colorful.
And do you have like a favorite comic? Is there somebody that you go, this is my favorite right here? Or is it, sometimes that's hard to do.
Yeah, it is. It is hard to choose just one favorite. Bo Burnham is a big inspiration. It's hard to call him really like a stand-up comedy, a comic though. He's really more of a performer.
Definitely, yeah.
For pure comics, Joe Mackey actually, a less conventional pull, but he is, just his sort of awkward style that's been a big influence on me.
Now, how long have you been doing stand-up comedy? I've seen you several years, but when did you get started?
Just a little over 3 years ago, end of 2019.
Nice. So I've seen you then, maybe not from the very beginning, but from fairly early in your comedy career then.
Yeah, pretty early on. I started right before everything started shutting down, which was a interesting time to start comedy. And
what was it that first got you interested in doing comedy, Koerner?
I have wanted to do it for a while, and 2019 was just the year where I'm actively like, you know what, I should try to find an open mic or something to go to. So in the past, I just hadn't had really the opportunity or availability or the energy to do so. But
well, I
kind of always wanted to. I just started later than I wanted.
And I'm really glad that you did, because you have a gift. This is something that you were meant to do. And I had a chance to see you perform some short sets and some longer sets, and now you're doing some headlining shows as well. That's awesome.
Yeah, I've just started doing some headlining stuff. I've only had one. I have another one that's lined up, I think, but yeah.
And how different is that for you when you're going from, open mic is like a 5 minute or 7 minute, and some of the other stuff you do is maybe 10 minutes, but to do headlining, you're up there for an hour. That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, the stuff that I'm doing is stuff that I've been practicing for a while, so it's really not that different ultimately.
It's just a little bit more.
I just get to say more of the stuff that I've already done plenty of times over and over.
Well, we are excited to see you at Sno Jam Comedy Festival. I didn't realize this was your first official time with Sno Jam. Like I said, I know I've seen you there before, but I didn't know you weren't an official Sno Jam comic until this year. So welcome to the crew, my friend.
I'm excited to be joining the crew. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and thank you for taking some time to chat with me today as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And Koerner is one of the many funny comics. He's a local, but there's people coming from all over the place for this fun festival, January 19th, 20th, and 21st in Sioux Falls. It's called the Sno Jam Comedy Festival. You can get tickets right now, snojamcomedyfest.com, and it's SNO. There's no W there. So if you go on there, you get your tickets. This is a really nice fundraiser where the money is being raised for a couple of great nonprofits. Got some really cool shows. You can see the schedule. You can see the comics. You can get your tickets at snojamcomedyfest.com.